This show was made possible through the support of FNX, First Nations Experience.
Welcome to another episode of On Native Ground. The ONG creative team was working hard last summer at the California State Fair, where they created for the first time ever in the history of fairs worldwide, a State Fair film crew. 5 crews were performed and 44 high school and college students came from all over to be part of this vocational training program designed by On Native Ground. Abraham Lincoln the Time Traveler. Our next vignette has gone on to be accepted into film festivals and was created by Alex Greenlee, a 15-year-old filmmaker out of Sacramento, California.
This is all for the coming time, not now, not tomorrow, but for the coming generations that deserve the respect that we so little give ourselves.
I know, sir, and I stand with you. But what are we gonna do? Those Confederates are not giving in. What we need...
2 boys fall in a river. One is so stubborn he is reluctant to call for help. He struggles for a day's time. He drowns. Disappears.
Oh, so sorry, sir. Sorry. You know these things nowadays, just how distracting they can be.
Ah! What is that thing?
Oh, this is my new phone I got.
Well, what does this phone do?
Oh, you use it to call people, browse messages.
Well, why not just use a telegraph?
Sir, this is the 21st century. I think those things are a little bit outdated. No, we use phones to verbally call people.
You mean you can verbally communicate with the man in the next town with one of those? Sweet musket balls. Wait till the boys in Gettysburg hear about that.
Oh, wait, I get it. You're the Lincoln impersonator.
An impersonator where? I shall have him arrested on the spot.
Good acting, Mr. President, good acting.
I'm Abraham Lincoln.
You're the vampire hunter?
No. Tell me exactly, what is this place?
Oh, this is the California State Fair, celebrating 160 years.
Fair? But where are the livestock, the latest farm technology, the tradesmen?
I don't know about the rest of the things, but the livestock's right over here. Do you want me to show it to you?
Oh, please do,
right.
young man. So, what year is this?
Oh, you don't need to keep up the act around me, Mr. President. I'm an employee. But it's 2013, by the way.
Sweet musket balls. And what do you call this area?
This here's our petting zoo.
What's it for?
It's just for the guests to view their animals. They can. We got petting zoos. We also got competitions for the largest bred, best bred, most thoroughbred.
Back home, our fair judges animals based on their performance and their best adaptation for farming conditions, not who has the largest bred.
They weren't kidding, Mr. President. You really are a good actor.
So, what exactly is a car?
I see, Mr. President. Still going to the gig. I'll play along. Well, cars are what we use to get to and from places.
And where do you hitch up the horses?
See, that's the beauty about these things. No horses at all.
No horses?
No horses.
And how fast do one of these cars go?
Some racing cars go up to 300 miles per hour.
300 miles per hour? Great galloping cannonballs!
Well, Mr. President, since you're obviously amazed by these things, why don't I just show you the rest of the fair?
Yeah, yes, of course. Chocolate-covered bacon. What an odd combination.
Everything tastes better with chocolate.
And that thrilling, what did you call it, roller cloner?
Roller coaster.
Ah, yes. What a marvelous contraption. What thrilling fun. Did your local blacksmith make it?
I think a company called Vekoma made it.
Astonishing. To think that technology has progressed so far. It used to be that farmers came from all over to a state fair to see the latest agricultural technology and to see what other farmers were doing to raise their livestock. It's fantastic.
Oh, by the way, Mr. President, can I get your picture?
By all means.
Say cheese.
Cheese. Oh, why, this tintype is with color.
Yeah, these new smartphones have thousands of possibilities. I mean, there's even a state fair app where you can go around, view maps of the fair, view local concerts that are playing that day. Man, I feel like I'm on an advertising commercial for the state fair. What the heck?
Gunpowder right out of my britches.
I'm sorry, General Chipman. You wouldn't believe what just happened. I visited the future. I'm telling you, General Chipman, our future is bright.
It wasn't until I took the time to visit the Emancipation Proclamation exhibit that I began to truly respect who Lincoln was. What he did for our country was simply amazing. I was privileged to be in his presence.
Men of all colors were walking together as one. There were no slaves, but every man was paid for his labor. What we are fighting for, no man shall have died in vain.
You were in the middle of your story, sir.
Oh, yes, so he disappeared into the waves. The other boy, he fought and fought. He splashed against the waves until he made it to the shore. We're going to survive this, General Chipman. Slavery shall be abolished. Now I'm getting hungry. Let's go get some supper. Can you believe it? Some young man thought I was a Lincoln impersonator. How foolish.
But you are the Lincoln impersonator.
Oh, yeah.
Now moving from time travel to origination stories, we bring you more of On Native Ground's creative content, after which senior reporter Bronwyn Walsh will do an interview with Gray Farrell at Rock Lake Canyon in Chonto, Arizona.
At the beginning of time, spirit people roamed the earth. And then came the Great Transformation, and some of us were transformed into human beings, and some of us spirit people were transformed into rocks, trees, water, and fish, and all the other things that exist in the natural world. That is why we as Indian people say we are all related. We're related to one another. We're related to the fish. We're related to the rocks, the trees, and the water. Everything in nature we are related to very closely, because we are all originally spirit people.
Gold! I'm rich! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 1
That's my goal.
No, that's my marker.
This marker.
You're gonna stay right here. Stay back.
You don't tell me to stay anywhere!
You stay out of this, half-breed.
Billy, Donnie.
Clear out of the way, Tita.
The attitude you have inside you. I used to say when I started out, give me a three-legged horse, I'll make him a champion. I'll produce the heart in that horse so much that it'll want to work for me extra hard. It's an attitude. Okay? It's how you feel about that horse before you even step in the corral. If you don't know what you're doing, I shouldn't say stay out of the corral. You should get in there. You should actually learn. Your own mistakes, you'll learn from them. You make a lot of mistakes, it's okay. It's okay, just don't give up, right?
I'm sitting here with Mr. Gray Farrell, and he's going to tell us a little bit about where he hails from and what brought him to Rock the Canyon.
I'm from Cal Springs, Arizona, and Ed Whitethorn. I always wanted to come here and check it out. I'm glad I came here. And we were part of the Horse Expo. My presentation was on what the University of Arizona provides to communities. I went to school at Shanto from 1st grade to 8th grade, so I'm a Shanto Bear.
What are you involved with on the Navajo Nation?
I'm an educator. My background is agriculture and animal science, and everything and anything related to that is what I do. And also youth development. I'm working with my kids, junior rodeo, youth quarter horse shows, you know, that's what I do. And we do a lot of riding and we do a lot of rodeos, and we just kind of do everything together.
How did you first get involved with livestock and rodeo?
Kind of had no choice. My family was agriculture people, livestock people, sheep, herd sheep. My grandfather, we used to go see him and help him gather his cattle, do branding, and do the whole thing. On both sides of my family, we're all exposed since I was a young age, so I just naturally just picked it up.
And your kids, they're also involved in rodeo?
2 youngest girls are heavily involved. They rodeo, junior rodeo, and also show quarter horses, like I said. The events they do in quarter horses are barrel racing, pole bending, and some halter. You know, we raise our own horses.
How important is it on the Navajo Nation to raise and breed horses?
The Navajos it's a horse culture. Before all the automobiles, everything used to be done on horseback. Herding sheep, pulling wagons, ceremonies involve horses. You know, everything was done on horseback. We were exposed to that, and we just, you know, automatically just continue that tradition. We hope our kids carry it on, and their kids. It's a funny quote that one of the rodeos announcing said, you know, we don't have to worry about our kids. You know, we know where our kids are. They're here with us at the rodeo. They're not out running around, you know. And I think that horse teaches the kids responsibility. It teaches them financial management, buying hay, grain, and tack, whatever. You know, these kids get exposed to all that at a young age. I'm glad my kids are doing that. They stay out of trouble. We keep them busy. That's what we're doing.
What's special about the agricultural traditions here on the reservation?
Agriculture on the res is more for subsistence, to sustain life. It's not so much commercial. A lot of the families that raise corn, squash, and all the products, they don't sell them. They just consume and share with family. It teaches you hard work because you have to be there, out there early in the morning, working the fields, taking care of your crops. That's important to carry on our tradition. That's what teaches you life. It teaches you responsibility. It teaches you to work hard and take care of family. You know, that's what it teaches you. And that's what it's all about. I think a lot of times, a lot of families have lost that. We have lost that as a generation, and that's why I think we have a lot of these problems and issues involving gangs and drugs and alcohol, you know, all that. Everybody would go back to agriculture, and it'll teach the values that we used to have.
What other traditional values do you try to teach to your children?
How to be respectful to other people, how to conduct yourself. People start to respect you through hard work, by working hard, and you know that we try to practice that.
What is it like coming back to the canyon?
It feels good. You know, Shanto at one time used to be a big thriving boarding school, and at one time I think they had something like 1,200 students at it in its heyday, you know, and then all the dorms are full. And we had kids from all over the place coming to Shanto.
Can you tell us a little bit about wells around here?
Not only here, but all over the reservation. A lot of the springs are drying up. That's probably due to a lot of factors. The drought. We've been in a drought for many years now. Lack of snowfall, you know. The snowfall is the ones that's what feeds the springs. And we hardly had any snow in the last 15 years. I'm glad I came.
And we're glad you came too, so we could get the chance to speak to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Bronwyn Walsh, and you're on Native Ground.
Thank you for joining us with another episode of On Native Ground. I'm Johnny Herrera of the Miwok Nation, signing off.
Here we are, trying to break into the fort, 300 staff.
This is James Billigody on Native Ground.
We're the Cremains, rocking the canyon on Native Ground.
Bronwyn, is our ride ready?
Almost! Don't rotate the wheel! Fixing it!
I am Leona Dugai. I am a Shanto for 2012, 2013, and 2014, and I am on the Native Ground.
Where's Bronwyn? Show me where the jail is.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
And I'm Coley.
And we're on Native Ground.